I think this is really not easy to predict, and it's not an easy job. It's not even clear if Juncker wanted to have that job in the first place, but many people expect him to represent old Europe and more Europe and not necessarily new ideas or new substance. And Juncker is not seen as a great reformer. He does not seem to have much of his own agenda, but he's quite under pressure of those who supported him. There's all these different camps that supported him. On the one side, there's the Italian government and many socialists in the European Parliament. They voted him somewhat on the condition that the Commission takes a more relaxed view on austerity, which means less fiscal discipline and more support for public debt finance spending. And on the other side, Angela Merkel, her lukewarm support was more based on an expectation that he might push through structural reforms and take a rather different approach, which is more stressing competitiveness of the European Union. So as a consequence, I think he will need big diplomatic skills to really lead a commission, which is also difficult. He's not a head of a European government that can really set the agenda as he likes to. He will have to coordinate the work of 28 commissioners coming from 28 different countries and representing different parts of the political spectrum. So I expect his job will be mostly to seek compromise in a European Union that is more and more divided. And probably we will see more muddling through and not a decisive step in any direction. I don't think he's willing or able to really oppose the radical Eurosceptics, both from the left and from the right, because that's not what the grand coalition of mainstream parties have elected him for. But when it comes to more constructive EU reformers, I think he will want to give them something or work with them at least. And the big case, of course, is David Cameron, who's a EU reformer and not a radical EU skeptic. And I think here Juncker has to propose something, and there are perhaps 3 examples where he can work something that is not to be seen as a special deal with the UK, but a general reform that is good for all member states in the European Union. And one of these points in the agenda should be or could be a common market for services, the completion of the single market for services, which would increase trade and create employment. A second would be to complete free trade deals and arrangements, certainly with the United States. And a third would be, to get closer to subsidiarity and democracy. And here there are several proposals how to strengthen the role of national parliaments, and this is something that could help Cameron and other Eurosceptics in many other countries to stay on board of the European Union. And so in a way there are reforms that can be done and need to be done, and we just have to hope that Juncker has the courage and the support to do just that.